Welcome to the University Utara Malaysia School of Computing. In this module, we are exploring a core premise from Dr. Ala Jabbar al-Maliki. Protecting the code you build is just as important as writing it in the first place. It can take a team of developers weeks or even months to build, test, and refine a piece of software. But once that code is deployed in the digital space, an unauthorized user can duplicate the entire project in a fraction of a second. This imbalance creates a serious legal problem. When digital content can be perfectly replicated and distributed instantly worldwide, we have to determine who actually owns it and how the original creators receive fair compensation for their work. To solve this, we define two concepts. The software, music, or digital content you create is your intellectual property. The legal framework built around that asset to prevent unauthorized use is called intellectual property rights. Without these protections actively enforced, the financial incentive to innovate disappears. If developers cannot secure revenue from their code, the software industry and the wider digital economy collapses. Intellectual property law is divided into four main categories. Copyright protects creative works like software and art. Patents cover physical inventions and hardware. Trademarks defend brand identities, and trade secrets guard confidential information like proprietary algorithms. For computer science students, the most immediate legal protection applied to your original source code is copyright. Holding a copyright gives you exclusive legal authority over your work, controlling who is allowed to reproduce it, distribute copies, publicly display it, and modify the underlying code. This is also why IP law intersects heavily with cybersecurity. When a system is compromised and source code is extracted, it is a direct incident of intellectual property theft. Treating your code as a legally protected asset takes your raw technical work and turns it into a measurable, defendable economic entity. The modern internet relies on continuous file sharing, which places an internet service provider or platform right in the middle as the host for user-generated data. This introduces a critical debate. If a user utilizes an ISP's servers to upload and share a pirated movie or a cracked software application, should the platform be held legally responsible for that infringement? The law addresses this through three tiers of liability. Direct liability applies if the ISP commits the infringement themselves. Contributory liability occurs if the ISP actively facilitates the infringement, and vicarious liability applies when the ISP benefits financially from it. Consider this scenario. A hosting company notices users uploading pirated movies, ignores the activity, and continues running advertisements next to those download links. By intentionally profiting from the unauthorized content through ad revenue, the hosting company triggers vicarious liability. To prevent platforms from collapsing under endless lawsuits, legal systems introduced the safe harbor principle. This acts as a legal shield, protecting ISPs from liability, but only if they comply with strict rules. The protection is highly conditional. The ISP cannot actively participate in the piracy, and if they receive an official takedown notice from the copyright owner, they must immediately delete the illegal content from their servers. Safe harbor serves as the necessary compromise. It allows platforms to process massive volumes of global data while maintaining a strict mechanism to protect the financial rights of original creators. You see this play out every day on platforms like YouTube. Their automated copyright claim systems and takedown procedures are direct implementations of the safe harbor principle, shielding the company while giving creators a tool to remove unauthorized uploads. But the law can only do so much. As engineers, your challenge is to design better software architecture and digital rights management systems that prevent unauthorized extraction before a legal dispute even begins. Effective IP protection relies on three components operating together: robust legal frameworks, active user awareness, and strict technological enforcement. As you move forward at UAM, remember that writing brilliant code is only the first step. Mastering intellectual property rights guarantees your creations will be legally protected, generate revenue, and actively drive